Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to the channel. Oh man, I can't believe it, guys. Yes. Guys, I woke up today and it started off as a normal day, but then everything started blowing up a few hours ago. People were messaging me. I started going on Google to find out what was going on, and this is what I found. Oh my gosh, Masters Universe Revolutions Part 2 has finally got a release date. Oh man, I can't wait. I'm so excited about this. As a lot of you guys know, I actually really enjoyed Master Universe Revelations Part 1. Some people didn't, and really, it's unfortunate. But now that they've have confirmed that Part 2 is coming out, I am super excited because for a while there I was kind of worried. This news comes to us from CBR.com, Comic Book Resources, and is written by Brian Cronin. Yeah, super excited about this, but let's get into the article and see what it's all about. So, Netflix announces the release date of the second part of the Master Universe Revelation sequel series by Kevin Smith. Netflix has announced the release date for the conclusion of its two-part miniseries, Master Universe Revelations, which has received a sequel by showrunner Kevin Smith to the original Master Universe Origins cartoon series from the 1980s. The series will release its final 5 episodes on November 23rd, 2021, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving in the United States. It is unclear yet whether or not there will be more story after the final 5 episodes are aired. Guys, this is huge news. I've been waiting to find out if it was going to be released this year or next year. And you know what? I can't wait. I'm super excited that Master Universe Revelations will actually have Part 2 before the end of the year. And the article goes on to talk about, some of the issues that the first series encountered. The fact that maybe, Kevin Smith and his decision not to reveal, not to be as transparent as possible with the fact that He-Man was not the main protagonist of the show actually led to a lot of fans thinking that this was like a bait and switch kind of situation. And you know what? I have always maintained that actually was not the case. They actually, so many people and so many news groups and a lot of people who were at PowerCon when it was first released and first announced noticed and reported several times over that in the slideshow, you could actually see clearly on one of the slides, it actually says that Teela goes on a journey to rescue the power of Grayskull, and find out more about her own destiny. This is not something that has been, hidden away or was a big secret. This is something that everybody knew about. But for whatever reason, I suppose if you weren't paying attention at the time, or were not following, the idea of the Master Universe, Revelations cartoon coming out, you might have missed it, and I understand that. But there were more than enough, reports about it. A whole bunch of different, YouTubers had actually decided to throw their names in the ring, and just educate everybody about exactly what was going on. So we already knew going into the series that Teela was going to be the main protagonist of the show. So to me, it seems very, very odd that everyone sort of kind of really caught up in this idea that He-Man is not there. It kind of weirded me out a little bit. But regardless of that, we are getting a second series, and you know what? It can't have come at a better time because I really, really need more He-Man in my life. The fact that here in Canada we're finally starting to get more Master Universe, Masterverse figures in the shelves, more, Masterverse figures have been announced. So many different reveals of PowerCon. I can't wait to see all this brand new reveals that are coming up next. But before we get into that, let's take a look and speculate as to what's going to happen in this next series for Master Universe Part 2. Master Universe Revelations Part 2. So here, one of the main illustrations that we see here is the new illustration for Skeletor. And of course, we had huge spoilers, if you will, when Mattel released this on the Masterverse Revelations line. Very, very early, one of the very first figures to actually be released, and one of the very first figures to actually show up here in Canada. So yeah, I speculated on this originally when I first saw it. He is obviously powered up. He has the power of Grayskull. We do know that now. Obviously, he came with the power sword, and if you actually look carefully, he has an emblazoned H on his chest. So, much like He-Man, who has the Iron H on his chest, which replaces the Iron Cross from the original series, it seems as if Skeletor, in gaining the power of Grayskull, has actually taken on the moniker of He-Man. So this is a very, very dark time for Eternia. Not that they weren't already in dark times. If we actually, throughout the series, we saw that a lot of people were suffering. Magic was disappearing from the universe. It really was a huge setup into what was going to be happening in Eternia for both the first and second parts. So now that seemingly magic is returning to the universe and to Eternia because of the unification of the two power swords. Spoiler! Sorry, guys, I forgot to say that. Spoiler alert. And the fact that Skeletor now has the power of Grayskull. What does this mean going forward? So we might get a few clues looking at the teaser poster, which they've actually released for this announcement. So here it is, guys. Holy crap! This looks incredible. I can't believe the artwork is one of the best things about Master of the Universe Revelations and the Masterverse, I have to say. One of the main reasons why I love packaging design is because of the great artwork that it comes with. Here, we actually see a full spread and pretty, a couple of tells as to what we can expect in the series coming up. Let's take a closer look at this amazing poster. Not too sure who the artist is. I wish they actually gave us some credits for that. But right at the top, we can see something very, very telling. We have two sides of magic here, I think. We have Evil-lyn, who is obviously channeling some dark energy, some darker magic. And it appears as if there seems to be some sort of bat apparition behind her. And that's really, really interesting. Could this mean that we might see someone from the evil horde appearing? Oh, that would be crazy. That would be insane if we actually saw something or someone or a hint of the evil horde, which might lead into Series 3, perhaps. I think that would be absolutely insane. But to the left of her, we do see Teela, and it appears that she's starting to connect with her magical powers, as we can see the three shards that are imbued on her forehead, and she seems to be looking towards her hand as if to see if there's something emanating from it, or if she has indeed some sort of power, something else to draw from to help alleviate the evil around her. Everything is bathed in this purple light, which obviously evokes a sort of evil intent and evil atmosphere. But I'm loving the way this whole poster has been put together. Below that, of course, is Skeletor, the central figure who is going to be the pivotal character in Revelations Part 2. He has claimed the power of Grayskull. He has the power sword. He is just there in his just magnificence, really. This was pointed out to me earlier, but his head is actually detached from his body. It's actually just some sort of energy field, which is actually holding his head up, and he has no neck. I know that's an old bodybuilder joke, but he literally has no neck. It's kind of crazy. Yes, so this will be interesting. We do know that Skeletor is a hugely powerful, evil magic wielder, and now that he has the power of Grayskull, to augment that, or to just increase his power level, what does this mean for the heroes of Grayskull? For the masters going forward. This is going to be very, very interesting to see just how these things unfold. Now, if we scroll down a little bit further, what is going on here? And this is something that I have to wonder, because a lot of people were speculating that He-Man died. Now this that stems from the beginning of the series, and spoilers, somewhere towards the end of the series. But who is this figure then? Who is this figure that is just standing here, seemingly in defiance of the power that Skeletor is wielding? Who is this person, right? Again, spoilers ahead. Don't want to ruin it again, because I almost ruined it for everybody before. But Adam, having been stabbed in the very final episode of Part 1, sort of, a lot of people were speculating that's it for He-Man. He will not return. So what does this mean going forward? Who is this this character here? He has no straps. He has a traditional furry loincloth, much like the original Masters of the Universe toy line. But instead of wielding the Sword of Power, if we look behind the actual Masters of the Universe Revelations logo, we see it's actually an axe. It's actually the original axe wielded by He-Man in the original toy line, which never actually showed up in the cartoon ever. So, what is going on here, guys? What is happening? Who is this mysterious, character? And what is it that he's going to bring to the series going forward? This is absolutely insane. He seems to be emanating with some yellow aura, and does that mean that he brings hope to to this dire situation? It's going to be an incredible story. I think I'm really looking forward to what's going to be happening and how this is going to unfold. I just noticed now that it seems that Teela is also bathed in that same yellow aura. Is that something like a phoenix flame? Is she actually, rising and ascending? Is something else happening? What can we infer from all of these things? I think what we can infer, just by the visuals, is that there definitely is an evil energy which is prevalent in this world, and there are small glimmers of light and small glimmers of hope that are coming through and shining through for the Masters of the Universe. This is an absolute amazing reveal by Netflix. I can't wait to actually, take a look at this series. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, guys. And not to dwell too deep into this, but honestly, I really do think that Masters of the Universe Revelations didn't really get a fair shake. I think that there was a lot of negative press around it. Truthfully, it is a series which is incredibly polarizing, and I get that. I understand why fans might be upset that He-Man is not the focal point of the series, and that in a lot of ways, the whole essence of the Master of the Universe original cartoon series, is changing. But that's the point. I think that the point of this new Master of the Universe Revelation series is that there's more to the story. Right, and I've said it in many of my other reviews and commentaries on the Master Universe trailers and my episode 1 review and such. The reality is that it's not called He-Man and the Master Universe anymore. It's called Masters of the Universe Revelations. So, and I remind everybody, being a Master of the Universe is it's up for grabs. Anyone can be the Master of the Universe. Skeletor is now, seemingly, at least in control of the power of Grayskull. But that does not yet make him the Master of the Universe. Not yet. The Sorceress guards the power of Grayskull, and therefore guards the power of the universe. Teela's destiny was to become the Sorcerer of Grayskull and inherit that burden. So she could possibly be a Master of the Universe. Evil-lyn could also be a Master of the Universe. And in doing so, He-Man, who was always a protector of the power of the Grayskull, he is not the Master of the Universe. He is a guardian. He was there to protect that which was most important. Just some food for thought for everybody. I've said it multiple times in my other reviews. Honestly, a lot of people are very critical about this particular series, and I don't blame anybody for looking at this and saying, this is not my He-Man, this is not my Master of the Universe. But it's not supposed to be, guys. It's supposed to be a new chapter in the Master of the Universe saga, and we shall see just where it leads. And as I said multiple times, if the series isn't good, if the story isn't good, I give it 3 episodes, and then I walk. That has always been my rule. I have a 3-episode rule. If it starts to look like crap, if it starts to really go against everything that I think makes a good story for a cartoon, I am so fast to walk, it's not even funny. But guys, what are your thoughts on this new revelation, this new date that's been revealed for the Master of the Universe Revelation series, November 23rd, guys? Are you excited for this series? Are you going to set your clock and set your alarm, getting ready to binge watch the last 5 episodes of the Master of the Universe Revelations? Are you dreading the fact that the Master of the Universe Revelations actually got a second season? It's finishing off its last 5 episodes. Or are you super excited and super hopeful about what the new characters are going to bring And honestly, what new action figures this is going to bring for the Masterverse series. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave me a like. It really helps me out. If you have any comments or suggestions on anime, cartoons, toys, collectibles, or anything else you'd like me to review, please leave that in the comment section below. And consider subscribing, as it helps YouTube to realize I'm doing a great job and you guys enjoy my work. Well, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Geek proud.